You all. I am Dory Joe Stoll, and I'm with Prairie Scraps. And if you're joining me right now with that red, um, and you don't see that red live button, you are probably watching this on replay. So put hashtag rape for me. My question of the day is: what do you still do that's old school? So answer that down below. So I know we're gonna go old school today. I'm excited. I do a lot of things old school. Yes, I do. My main thing is my day planner. I do my day planner. Paper, the old-fashioned paper. I cannot come into the computer age. I actually did right away when um, my calendar. I did it online when they first came out with like Google years and years ago, and had I had a mishap. I actually I did all my business stuff and everything on Google, and then I had a paper tracking of my mileage because I was tracking a lot of miles. I was doing lots of parties at the time, and my I lost the book that I kept all year long with all my mileage. So I thought, oh, no big deal. I have all my events and everywhere I went in my business online in my Google Calendar. And so I went to try to print it off, and I could not get the prior year's calendar printed off. And that was when I was like, you know what? Old school written calendars are the way I am going from now on, and I have not turned back. But I had everything on my Google Calendar, and now I just like I am my Google is over full, so I can't really use it as a calendar anyway. So hey, Rhonda, good to see you. So what kinds of things do you do old school? So we're gonna do old school today. Old school. Well, a little new school too. New and old. Do you do anything old school? How about the old flip phones, which is not really the old school, right? The old school is in the wall. Hardline. My mom still has her hardline because she thinks people are not going to be able to get a hold of her on her cell phone. Of course, you can't get a hold of her on her cell phone because she thinks it's too expensive to pick up calls. So she refuses to pick up the cell phone. She doesn't carry it with her. I think she's finally carrying it with her because I finally said, look, if you want to live alone, you have to take your cell phone with you when you go on walks. So I apologize for a little bit of the noise. We've had construction on the corner we're in front of our house for like a month, and they've decided to come in now and take out all the stuff. So we've got like tractors and things kind of going around in the background. So I apologize. So anyway, she has the old school plug-in phone. It's got like, hi, Tylena. Good to see you today. My mom is old school. She's got the old school phone with she's got the cord on the phone. It's not a dial-up. It actually is kind of one of those ones that has like it's got the answering machine on, it's got intercom, all that kind of garbage, because she has one in her basement as well that was in her original office as a real estate agent. And so, but she won't get rid of it because she was afraid people would not buy a house from her if she did not have a landline. So now she's retired. I don't know if she'll get rid of that phone or not. I think she's so attached to that phone, she'll never get rid of it. So just talking about old school. Hi, Yolanda. What kinds of things do you do old school? So I think we're going to get going. We're going to be using the old school transfer this month for the club. And I just wanted to show you because I haven't gotten like the club transfer, the club. I get the transfer every month, but they've changed it even for designers now. Designers now get the whole kit, which I'm excited about because I haven't gotten that in a long time. But this is how it comes. Isn't that cute? It says, in the mail. I guess I should cover my address, but do not bend. It says it comes in this hard envelope, and then the transfer comes in a separate one that says, I'm here, let's get chalking. This one always, that's how my one came. And this month the transfer is old school, legend, live live free, ride faster. Isn't that cute? Love the truck. It's nice to have a different style old truck. And it comes with 3 pastes to use: a cherry, a colonial blue, and a black velvet. That mine got squeezed out of the packet. Do you see that? So, unfortunately, everything is like in plastic. So even though that's squeezed out, not a big deal. If that happens to you, let me know, and you're my in my club, and I will get it replaced for you. So let me know about that. In fact, I'm going to get it replaced because the company stands behind it. So you get 3 color pastes that go with it: colonial blue, cherry, and black velvet. I wonder, it's still kind of squishy. So I think it may be like, I might try to use this up a little bit and see if I can use what's there. And then this cute, I thought there was a galvanized, I thought there was like a piece of twine with it too. And I don't see that now. I don't know where it is. I maybe have it in the house because I was too excited. I was so excited about this month's transfer and club and getting it that I had to open it. Sorry. A lot of times I try to open things in front of you guys, but this is a galvanized metal sign that comes with it. And you know what? I really think I haven't opened it yet, but I'm pretty sure you could use this double-sided. So, you know, kind of do this one. You could do something on the back side, so you could change it out. You know how I am about back sides and changing it out. That's wish I could change out my own backside. So yeah, I love the truck. Of course, my husband saw it and he goes, I want a t-shirt with that. So there's already a t-shirt request. And if you're in my club, I am going to send out a packet of ink so you can give it a try. So, all right. Well, I'm just going to get rid of this. You know, I like to save these for doing my painting. I use it underneath things and I just keep those. I was kind of looking at my collection of those. I also use it to pack away my pictures, like at Christmas and stuff. You can kind of put it between so they don't get scratched or messed up. All right, so this is the galvanized metal. And the only thing, it's so brand spanking new. You can see it did go a little bit through with that paste. So I think we're going to, I'm going to try to rough it up a little today. I'm going to just start off. Thankfully, paste is washable. So if you ever have one that squeezes all over everything, you could definitely get it off. And this galvanized metal is so slippery. You definitely can get it off. So we're going to start off. I'm going to see if I can use, this is an older white. See if I can get it going. I don't know if that one's going to get going. I'm going to put some water and get it started. But I want to paint it white, and we're going to see how we can do with getting it a little roughed up, a little oldness to it. I think we're going to have to use some. This one is pretty dried up. All right, I'm going to put you down so you can see my spot. I appreciate y'all coming on. Make sure that you let me know, what do you do in your life that is still is considered old school? Tell me. I've got live on. Okay. Love to hear from everybody. I could tell you my music studio. I'm kind of old school. I still like the metronome that goes tick tock, tick tock. I have the electric ones, but I prefer. Ooh, blue just came off of that. That wasn't helpful. Guess I didn't get that brush very clean. I am going to switch brushes and see if I can. That one's not good. This one might do the same. I don't know. The risk of using brushes. I usually try to keep one brush just for white so I don't do this, but because our pastes are water soluble, I don't know what happened. Sometimes I have my kids help me out and they're not as neat nicks as I am. I'm going to just use the paste. So I'm not going to worry about getting this too covered. I want to get it, white in the middle, but it's okay if it doesn't go all the way out. I kind of want it to look old school. I want it to look kind of a layered effect. And you could do whatever you want. You could make this into like a black chalkboard if you wanted and just paint it, or you could do your chalking right on this if you want. But like I said, I kind of wanting to make it look older. Rhonda, do you do anything old school? I was saying I do my calendar old school because I made the mistake when Google Calendar first came out. I did everything and then couldn't retrieve it for my taxes at the end. And I was really quite upset. So I'm just going to go ahead and get some more in there, get that one working up. Sometimes when you get dried up paste, it sometimes takes a hot minute for it to kind of get reactivated. So I'll put water in, leave it overnight, and then just keep coming back to it. Ooh, what do I want to do here? Okay, I want to get it dried. So I use the old school paper calendars. I prefer it. It's a little more crafty. I can put my stickers in it. I had all 5 of my kids here for Mother's Day. What did you guys do for Mother's Day? Actually, they came on Saturday, and I'm good with it. I'll take it a day early. I'll take it a month early. If I could get my 5 kids together with my grandkids too and their spouses, I think that alone was the best Mother's Day gift, but they were all very, very generous. I got the new Francine Rivers book, and so I started reading that last night. Oh my goodness, I cannot get out of it, you guys. I was like, maybe I can just read instead of crafting today. No. We can't let crafting get away from us. We have to keep crafting. I'm letting these brush soaks. So this is dry, and I want to get a thicker coat on here. So we're going to do another coat. And it's okay with me if it shows a little bit of brush strokes. I'm good with it. My paste is that paste is pretty thick. So I'm giving it a little water regardless. Kind of dipping into the old one a little bit after I get some on. I just wanted to give a nice white background. You don't have to do this at all. You could totally get the club and use it as it is, but we're just adding a little white to the background. You could even use like the blue or the red as the background and use the black and the other color, blue or red, and totally have a project. Ready to go. Do I have any more water here? My white is a little bit, even though it's fairly new, it's a little bit on the thick side. So I got the new Francine Rivers, I got a coffee card, and I got Couture Teal swing for my backyard. I'm so excited. I've wanted one for like 5 years. I think one of my kids listened to my live and heard me say, that's what I want. I tried to say it enough this year so that everybody knew what I wanted. Oh, and then I got my beautiful flower baskets out in front of my house. My one son, he's a gardener. And he always gets me flowering basket for Mother's Day. So, and in years past, I don't know why, but all the other kids knew that's what I love to get. So one year I got 5 of those flowering baskets. So now I've got lots of hooks. Dropped you off a burger and fries on the porch. Oh, fun. Are you sick? Oh, yeah, cold. No. Oh, that's a bummer. I'm so sorry. There's nothing worse than not being able to spend time with your kids, right? It was nice of him to do a drive-by. That was so nice. Oh, fun. Yesterday, spent the afternoon. Older son. Oh, fun. And cookouts are always good. Yeah, we had hamburgers and then everybody brought a side. That was fun just to get together. My grandkids were playing. We hung out until the grandkids, they're 1 and almost 3. My grandkids, till they were getting tired, and then it was time to go. And I think the adults were all thinking it's time to go. It's fine. My son that's in college was home. He left that night, so he left on Saturday night. So it worked out perfect. I'm so thankful that I got to see him. So thankful. Cookouts are always fun. What's your favorite cookout food, Yolanda? Burgers are always a treat for us because, you know, when the kids were little, we couldn't afford burgers. It's like chicken and hot dogs, you know. That's all we could afford with 5 kids. So now we got burgers to splurge. And it felt like a feast. All right, so I got this done, and I'm actually going to put down a clear wax, a surface wax on this because I don't want it to peel up. I don't want chunks, even though I'm kind of making it look, you know, old by painting it. I don't want it to peel up. So I'm just going to go ahead and wax the surface so that it kind of seals in this coat. So if you ever do layers of chalk paste, you kind of want to get a wax on it. It also kind of brings out the brush strokes. So be aware of that. Brings out the brush strokes. Okay, and then I'm going to do a little bit of antique wax as well. Let's see, that back. I'll put a little antique wax on it. You could also use bark paste if you wanted, but I'm gonna see how this goes. This is always an experiment. Too much wax, antique wax can be a problem, but since I put the clear wax down, it should come out for me. I'm going to use a wet a wet, oops, way too much. A wet, I just want it to go kind of around the edges, and I'll put it randomly on it. I use diaper wipes for my wipes, but you can use a Lysol wipe as well. I'm allergic to the Lysol, so I can't do that. I want a little bit more on the metal part. And then we want to I don't know. I don't want edges like I specifically put it on. Right? Get it here. Oops. That doesn't look good. So, however you want it. You could go darker, you could go lighter. We just want to make it look a little aged, not like it was put on. Okay, let me show you that. Will it focus? My YouTube one is not focusing really well. I don't know. Maybe the glare. But because it's a wax, I could just leave it like that. Cheeseburgers, chicken. Oh, fajitas. That's fancy. Spanish rice, yes. We had a veggie tray, a fruit tray. Trying to think what else. Oops. I was trying to add some and I took it away. Kind of dirty it up around the edges. You know, it's like an old wanted sign. Real old school. Ooh, fresh Alaskan halibut. Look at you. Hi, Jenny. Good to see you. I'm just going to keep this aside. I might be a little on the messy side. All right, so we've got it all waxed. Give it a hot minute to dry because I was using a wet cloth to put it on with. And we'll get our, oops, wrong one, transfer ready. So this is a reusable silk transfer. And it's the first time we're using it, so I want to get it fuzzed up so it doesn't stick too hard, especially since this is kind of a shiny surface. We don't want it to overstick. So I'm going to get my fuzzing cloth out here and fuzz it up. Get it just a little bit less sticky. And it'll totally be fine. Once we wash it, it goes kind of back to normal. All right, get this stuck on here and then peel it off. The cool thing is this is going to have so much detail that it is something you could never do with like a stencil, or even I I don't think you could do, I don't know. I guess I don't know Cricut very well, but it definitely has a lot of detail that you can't do in other crafting ways. So, and this fits exactly on here. I do think this came with, there was like a straight twine, so I don't know where it went. It maybe fell out in my living room. All right, try to get it centered on here. Ooh, still sticking pretty. It's peeling. I'm gonna, it did peel a little of my paint off, and I think that's gonna be okay if it does that. Although I want it off of my transfer. I don't want it in any of my white places. So I'm gonna make sure it doesn't ruin my, these are all washable with just plain water. That's all you need. And I'm using a wipe here to kind of get that paint off that stuck to it when I peel it off, because I didn't get it on straight. This is still very sticky, so I'm just peeling it and releasing it, getting some more fuzz on it, because I want to make sure this comes off. After you use it a couple of times, or even one time, you'll find that it's not quite as sticky, and it usually, unless you're doing glass or like this metal, the galvanized metal, then you fuzz again, second or third time even. Just depends. Ooh, that kind of gave up some antique wax there, I think. The nice thing is this is all like centered. I don't have to try to center it. No measuring needed. Just slap it on. It's going to look good. It's all nice and like decided where everything goes. Okay. I'm going to start with the old school. I want to do this in the black velvet. Black velvet comes with the kit. I'm going to use it from the, well, let's see. Let's see what we got left in here, because it did get squeezed out. So I'm just going to use it. I don't think they're going to ask for it back. I'm going to just squeeze it right out on there and use, because we don't want it to waste, right? And I wouldn't give it to anybody else, that's for sure. All right. I'm just going to do old school in black, and then we're going to peel to reveal, so that the key is with chalking, you don't want to get it dried in the transfer. You want it to still be wet when you peel it back. So I will do this in stages. This first one, and I work quickly, cover all the spots. The spots that look white, those are the spots that it's going to have color in it. Get all the extra off here. So it was really good to see all my kids. And of course, last week I told you my college student was home. Now he's off working for the summer already. So sad. They change so much in college, though. They're not always the easiest to live with anymore. I'm not going to lie. I know he was tired of us and was ready to go. And he took off and went and stayed with his brother on his way to the coast. He's going to be working over by the coast this summer. So that's exciting for him. Better wages. He's going to stay with his aunt and uncle. So he's with family. Ooh, my white is coming off. The good news is that it's totally coming off. So, live and learn. Just going to peel really slow here. It looks like the black is staying though, so that's good. Let me show you that. And I want to peel it all the way back. Isn't that pretty? Actually, I kind of like it. It looks good. Just makes it look old, like an old sign, right? I may fill in a little bit with some more wax, that antique wax. What do you think? Cute. All right, so get that dried up. I don't want it to peel. It is a little more touchy when you use these slippery surfaces like the acrylic from last month's club. You have to know, like, if you paste the background, it's gonna You could do a clear coat of Rust-Oleum on it if you were really worried about it coming off. But I knew I was trying to go for the oldish look anyway. So it'll be fine. We're supposed to have a chance of rain today. We haven't had it yet, so I'm thankful for that. I got all the laundry done on the line. Do you guys, oh, that's the old school thing I do. Old school. I totally do my, I think I'll use the rest of this black I've got out. I want to do this front grille and I want to do the wheels in black. I'm going to try anyway. Since I got some out. Before using the paste packets, be sure you mix them up real good. Just trying to get in here. I don't know. I've seen all kinds of people do this really nicely, and I was thinking, I don't know if I can do that. So we'll see. Ooh, that was not good. That was not helpful either. Trying to just get the tire, I think, here. I may not be very good at it. You know how I am about fussy. Some of it has to, a little bit has to do with my patience about fussy things. Oh, there's a wheel well. Got to do the truck right. So my husband is excited to get a t-shirt of this. And if you join my club, I'll probably do the, I don't know that I'll be fancy with the t-shirt. I'll probably just do like white or dune, like a plain color, or black or silver, whatever. All right, we got that. Now I want to peel back to that slowly. Hopefully not too bad. Not too bad. I kind of got it, didn't I? Pretty good. I want it to dry this time. Yeah, I've got the tools sitting here. I know, I'm with you. It's more of a patience thing, Rhonda.